Periscope, and of course YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and philsgang social media, keeping you connected.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The consumer sentiment number came in at an all-time low.
All-time for this presidency.
All-time low for 85 years. All-time low.
That's right. An all-time low. Well, that's no surprise, nor was this market sell-off today. Welcome to Phil's Gang. My name's Phil Grandy. The market opened this morning down over 500 points. I told my members on Friday to make sure they took profits going into the weekend. I also expected to be a little pullback on oil, and we've done terrific with our oil stocks. Now, remember, the biggest problem, the reason why this market is dropping, because the leader in this market are banks, and the banks are really having trouble. And we've been shorting banks. We have our members shorting the banks. We've been doing that for quite some time now, because the banks lead the market up and they lead the market down. Now, remember, going back to 2009 to where we were in 2000 to 2021, instead of the banks leading, they had big tech stocks leading. And they did that by printing and printing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars so they could buy treasuries to bring interest rates down to zero. And that is the reason you're feeling the pain. That's why you're feeling the pain in oil and food and everything else. See, everybody thinks the pain came from the pandemic. Not true. Not true. That's like a scratch. That's what that was. The pain that you're really suffering right now, that's all coming from 2009. QE. So this morning, the market again dropped because of QE. We're paying the consequences now. We're paying the consequences. The rich got richer, while the guy in Main Street, he didn't get nothing out of it. Well, he could buy a car pretty cheap. He could buy a snowmobile pretty cheap, a boat pretty cheap, but he didn't get anything out of it. At the end of the day, he's in hock. He's in hock. Consumer debt is the highest it's ever been. In fact, so high. You want to know why it's so high? Because in Washington, they don't care. They make sure the Fed prints plenty of money to increase credit so people can go out and buy today and pay for it later. That's called a credit card. And credit card debt has increased. Incredible in just the last 12 months. Almost, I mean, it's nuts. It's the highest ever. Highest ever. So think about it. So the government has the Fed print all this money so that people can go out and spend what they can't afford to spend. But they don't care. What do they care? They want spending. So we've been told, right, to keep buying on the dip. How many times you hear in the fake business news network, buying a dip, buying a dip? How'd that work out? Not very well. What we are seeing today, another bottom failing to hold. We've had 4 of them. Remember they said the bottom was now going to be at 4,000 and pandemic, they kept saying inflation has peaked. It's over. It's peaked. And the stock market has finally bottomed. And what do I keep telling you? Don't listen to it. The market's going to go down much further, much further. Hope you remember that when you woke up this morning and saw the market down almost 600 points. The market has no choice but to go lower because we are paying the consequences from 2009, not the pandemic. Who cares about the pandemic? Borrowers are falling behind on auto, on credit card, on personal loans, not due to the pandemic, but QE. All that inflation comes from QE, 2008, 2009. They're doing so bad that auto lenders are moving at the fastest pace ever to repossess autos. Never been this fast. And the middle class share of our nation's income has dropped from 52% to 42%, a 22-year low. A record percentage of workers are unable to find full-time, high-wage, non-service jobs, plenty of service jobs. This is crazy. Now, debt to GDP, our ratio, rose from 53% to 125%. It should be half that. That's devastating. Productivity has dropped big time, 7.5%. That's the most since 1947. And 63% of small businesses, the backbone of our nation and the economy, still have revenues well below pre-pandemic levels. And lowest employment below pre-pandemic levels. So no bottom can be put in this market when the Fed continues to raise rates. So for every time you hear these guys on fake business networks, oh, the bottom's in, start buying a dip, don't. They're going to raise rates further, fueling further inflation, which has already caused gasoline to double in price, used cars to go up 40%, airfare 25%. Even eggs are up 22%, for God's sakes. And all this inflation, these prices, are outpacing anyone's wages, except for the elitists. The big problem, as I said, it goes back to 2009. But put on top of that the woke climate. That's right. A bottom cannot be put into this market when you have the consequence of 2009. And then, as long as Biden continues to keep embracing woke and climate policies, are you kidding me? And he keeps on embracing the Marxists of this Democratic Party and their policies, you're not going to see a bottom. He's trying to please AOC and her squad and Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Maxine Waters, that nut, Buttigieg, all these socialists, Marxists. He's trying to please them. That's why this woke climate is the worst thing that's ever happened. He keeps embracing it. That's why the market keeps dropping. Now, combine that with 2009. See, nobody ever goes back to 2009. It's like somebody forgot that. This is crazy. Remember this stupid woke and climate policy that he's embracing, this Marxist policy, is responsible for driving up the cost of fertilizer, our energy, and it's causing groceries, rent, gasoline, utilities to soar, outpacing wages. Where now 1 in 7 parents are giving up some of their meals so their kids can eat a meal. What are you, nuts? 85% of our workforce is now spending all of their income on necessities, as wage earners can't outmatch inflation. Consumer confidence has tanked. You know what that means when they say that, consumer confidence tanked? It means spending will tank, which means layoffs will occur. At the same time, the economy slows. You know what that means? Stagflation. You know what that means? I'll tell you when we get back. Not good.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The market is up because the economy is on fire.
Remember that? And I kept saying, it's not on fire. That's pain. Now listen to him today.
The consumer sentiment number came in at an all-time low.
All-time for this presidency.
All-time low for 85 years.
But wait a minute. He said the economy was on fire. He kept telling us that. At the same time he was telling us the economy was on fire, and all the other people on the fake business news network, how it's on fire. People had so much money, so much cash in their savings, they all could retire now. I kept warning this was going to happen. This crash was going to happen. And what people don't realize, we've been able to hold this crash off for 14 years. We have to pay the price for the Fed printing all this money starting in 2009, printing and printing and printing to drive interest rates down so the asset class would have the inflation they needed after the 2008-2009 crash to push their assets up, whether it's farmland or whether it's timberland, whether it's diamonds, whether it's, who knows, assets. It was all about, after the Main Street got wiped out of $10 trillion in equity in their home and equity in their 401k. What nobody ever talks about is the $7 trillion that the elitists got wiped out. So they had to make a decision. Obama, Bernanke, and Biden, do we take care of Main Street, the people who need the help the most, or do we take care of who put us in office, the White House, the elitists? They need their assets to go up quickly. So we'll go start printing all this money and take big tech stocks, put them in the environment they need to explode. Low rates. And behind those low rates, we'll be there print and print and print more money to keep the rates low, to keep pushing inflation. 14 years. I think I was the only one who talked about it. That we're going to pay for this. I finally said in 2016, January 16, 2018 rather, January 16, I warned everybody that this crash was coming. It was going to be a tough one. It's going to take time, I said, because we never had a QE crash where they can delay it and delay it and delay it. And the consequences of this QE is stagflation, and they're not being honest with you about that. Stagflation is horrible. Stagflation, all stagflation is, the economy gets so bad, it stops growing, and at the same time, you get layoffs. That's what's going to happen. When you keep hearing consumer confidence is down, consumer confidence is the lowest ever in history, you know what that means? Spending's going to be the lowest in history. Spending's going to be the lowest in history. And when you don't spend, you get laid off. People get laid off. If you're not spending, all these retail stores aren't busy. People get laid off. Mail order, people get laid off. So when you have people getting laid off at the same time the economy is slowing, that is stagflation. They're not talking about it because it's brutal. Trying to get out of stagflation is trying to get out of quicksand. It's not like inflation. It's really tough, but not anyone is being honest. As of 2 weeks ago, they kept saying the bottom was in. Bottom was in the market. And I kept telling you, no, it's going to go further. I think this market can go down as much as 3,800 or even 2,800. And they're going to fight and fight and fight to try to keep pushing this market back up. We'll keep having little rallies, but at the end of the day, they'll keep failing. And that's why I've been begging you, please, will you learn how to sell short? Just do it with the spiders. Everybody who listened to me, who joined my gang over the last 3 months, they are happy. Because with this market going down, they're making money because they're shorting the spiders. They're shorting the spiders. People that have 401ks are offsetting their losses in their 401k. They're getting killed in their 401k. But no more because they can offset those losses by using the spiders. But the consequences you are seeing is all from QE. And they knew about it. So all this nonsense that we're going through right now, okay? I mean, think about this. Think about this. Not only stagflation, but technically, we have the same lack. If you want to know why this market's going to go lower, now I'm not going to say we're not going to have rallies. Of course we're going to have rallies, but they're going to fail. Technically, we have the same lack of diversification as we did in 2008. The same lack of diversification is here now. Our economy has a negative net worth of $20 trillion, and Kramer wants us to believe this?
To me, we have the strongest economy perhaps I have ever seen.
How can you have a strong economy? We have the highest debt ever, and we have our country a negative net worth of $20 trillion, while the national debt is growing 31% faster than the economy? What are you, nuts? This is crazy. So borrowers are all falling behind on auto loans, credit cards. See, it's the credit cards they get you with. It's the credit cards. Here's the real damage. Instead of our congressmen cutting spending, cutting the entitlements, no, not going to do that. What they're going to do is print more money, And we'll keep taking all this money and going and give it to the banks, and they can keep those credit cards going. Give them 5, 6 credit cards. Keep those credit cards going so they keep spending going. It's unbelievable. And right now, 58.3% of Americans have less than $500 for emergencies in their pocket. So where do you make money? Shorting. Please join the gang and try it at least free for 10 days. We'll show you how to do it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. so that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days using my color-coded chart. My color-coded chart is patented. It's patent, that's right. I use color-coded technology. And it's a beautiful thing because when the market is going down and your stock is going down, it's never wrong. It'll completely turn red. Every candlestick will be red, not like yours where you got red, green, 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 red. Everyone is red to give you the confidence because it's following the money. It's showing you how much money is coming out of a specific stock or ETF. So you can short it with confidence. But the beautiful thing is you're shorting as you're making money as the market's going down or stock's going down. It will turn yellow and warn you that, okay, money is coming back in now, so start taking profits. Nobody else has that. It works. And you can use it for 10 days free. See if it works for you. You'll love it. I mean, what a better, I mean, look what we're doing with our oils. And talk about, our banks. I told everybody, the banks are the key. If the banks break, this market's going to drop. Exactly what happened. We were right on it. The banks broke, boom, the market went down. We woke up this morning, it was down. Also on Friday, I told everybody oil is going to pull back. I said, oil is going to pull back. I said, don't panic. Now, we've been in oil a long time, and we're doing really well in oil. And we have some beautiful profits in our oil stocks, in our oil ETF, especially Hess. We're up about 35% in Hess and MRO. That's a beautiful, we're in that one all the time. That's a refiner, about 51%. But I don't want you to think that every gang member's up 35% or 51%. Because that's not what it is. Some are up 10, some are up 5, some are up 50. Depends where they get in. When the color code's red and it starts going down, it depends where they get in. Not everybody gets in at the same time. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about how to use the Pro 2 so you're always going in the same direction with the flow of the money. So if you're buying, the flow of the money's got to be going in. If you're going to sell short, the flow of money's got to go out. You don't know that with your own charts, because go look at your charts right now. Don't look at it. Don't you have a series of red and green and red and green? Ours, if you're looking at my chart right now, look at Target. When we shorted Target and Walmart, it turned red. Matter of fact, Target turned red around around $216. Then it dropped to $144. It's been red ever since. So that's a 33% drop, 33% gain. But you would have known when to get out of Target because it would turn red. But even before that, if you got into Target, a lot of my gang members got into Target in April. They got in around $209, $210. And it ran up to about $250 or up to about $254. So that was a nice little rally. It was 21% solid green. And then we saw the momentum change. We saw it turn yellow. We also saw the started to sell off, and then it turned red. So now we're taking advantage. We took advantage on the way in. Now we're going to take advantage on the way out, and we shorted it. So you're always, the beautiful thing, you'll be on the right side of every trade. And after 10 days, you know if it works for you or not. But it will. It's easy. It's just a color code, that's all. Now, I said to them this on Friday. Even if this was Monday, I'd have you taking profits on your energy, okay? And we've done really well with all our energy stocks, okay? So make sure you're taking profits, okay? And then today the oil went down, so they were fine because after making money on the way up, oil started to go down, and we were ahead of it in our color-coded chart showing us. And it works. Darn thing works. Look, the biggest problem is this. As long as Biden keeps embracing this woke nonsense and climate nonsense, the market's going to get worse and worse, and the economy's going to get worse and worse. He's out of his mind. I mean, the only reason, that's the bad thing about parties, Republican or Democrat. The president doesn't care about us, only cares about his party. Is he going to get reelected? And how he got reelected was Maxine Waters was behind him, AOC and her group of idiots. And then you had who are Presley and Talib and Omar and Sanders. They had Elizabeth Warren, then Buttigieg. These are all people that are they're Marxists, true Marxists, and they really believe in this climate change, but they want to do it now. They want you. This is all done on purpose to move prices up big time in gasoline and energy. It's all done on purpose. But you should be sitting there going, this is great. Look at this. Look what they're doing. And the market's going down. This is fantastic. Look at the money I'm making with the market going down. But you don't do that because they taught you not to do it. So you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be calling your broker. You're going to keep asking, what do I do? What do I do? And he's going to tell you the same thing over and over.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. You don't pay attention to your portfolio.
Yeah, imagine telling you that crap. That's what they do. But always remember, your 401k, whoever's taking care of it, there's no fiduciary relationship between you and the person taking the 401k, taking care of the 401k. That's right. And that's bad.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
How do you feel about that today? You're getting killed in your 401k, and he's telling you right off, look, we don't care about you. It's our partners we care about. Our owners, our partners, that's it. That's who we care about. And you're in there putting your savings in, hoping to retire on it. How could you do that? When the fiduciary relationship, you're not included.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Our partners and our biggest shareholders. And you're sitting in a 401k thinking you're going to be okay. You're not going to be okay. But before it's too late, because this market's going to go even further down. It's so hard to explain this because you don't understand that when the big tech stocks stopped going up from 2009 to 2021, November 2021 had about a 1,200% rally. All fake, all propped up, and it had to stop. Because what kept that going up is the fact they kept printing money to keep buying treasuries to keep yields low. And that's a great environment for tech stocks. Well, 14 years later, you look where our inflation is. See, that's why I get a kick out of this when they keep telling us this 40-year high inflation came from pandemic. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. This is crazy when they say that. Our groceries, our rent, the gasoline, the utilities, all going up big time. That all stems back to 2008 when they destroyed the dollar by printing and printing and printing, but not the wealthy. So the big thing to understand right now, this market can go a lot lower. So you need to reverse your position. And you can do that with the spiders. Even if you have a 401k, you can hedge it. Just buy the spiders. We call it SDS. We'll show you how to do it. And every day at 2 o'clock, Steve takes our portfolio stocks, our member portfolio, and my personal portfolio, and he tells you what to do with each stock. Now, how you can't do any better than that, especially when you're shorting. And during the 10 days, just do it on paper. Don't use real money, and you'll see it works. You got to do something. You just can't sit there.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. Go to philsgang.com. Click on where it says Working Investor. Click here. You'll see it says click here and hit Working Investor Group. And then you're with us for 10 days. And honest to God, using the Pro 2 color-coded chart, you'll have fun. And for the first time, you'll make money when the market's going down. How many times have you heard me say that? Why don't you join the gang? Free, 10 days, the spiders. Why don't you, from now to Christmas, you'll see you'll make money with the spiders. They're so easy to do. Color code. You learn how to short. It's easy. And here we are today. We're down almost 1,000 points in the Dow again. And I've been right about this market all the way since January 16, 2018. And I said, this is it. It's over. But it's been a tough haul. Matter of fact, remember, for a solid year, I think it was a year, I did the unfolding of the stock market crash. 1 year exactly. And I stopped when on February 24, 2022, when they hit that low, and they said, this was it. This is it. That's when I stopped. And I said, well, this is the crash. This is a crash. So it's been 1 year, and every Friday I reviewed the market, why I thought it was going to crash, and then I knew on the 24th it was over. It was going to crash. So now I'm doing a new version, and you should check it out every Friday night. It's fun, and I do all these little tidbits that like Wall Street doesn't want you to know. It's real interesting stuff. It's not boring. And hopefully it'll help you, and it's free. Now, the other thing that, you remember when the president lied about Exxon? I think
Exxon made more money than God this year. Why aren't they drilling? Because they make more money not producing more oil. Exxon, start investing. Start paying your taxes.
What a lie. What a lie. This guy, I'm going to tell you, this guy is rotten to the core. He is just rotten to the core. It's terrible, isn't it? I mean, he just can't tell the truth. He can't tell the truth. But anyways, so that's, every company buys their own stock. They always go out and buy their own stock. But Exxon, any oil, I was in the oil business. If you can get an oil, the hell with stock buybacks, you can make so much more money if you can get a good well. And you get that water, I mean, you get the oil coming out of it, but it's tough today. You can't find investors today because of the government. Nobody trusts the government. Who's going to put up $3-4 million even for a shallow well when you don't know what the government's going to do? They'll come out with regulations and kill you. Your investment's gone. That's why they're being very cautious what they drill. They can't get investment. They can't get banks to invest anymore. They can't get big insurance companies to invest anymore. But Exxon increased production by 70%. Okay, in this one area oil field they have, it's called Permian Basin. And they increased it by 70%, or 190,000 barrels per day. That was between 2019 and 2021. Now, this year, they're going to increase another 25%. They're spending 50% more in capital expenditures in this oil field in 2022 versus 2021. And they are increasing the refining capacity to process this oil or light crude by 250,000 barrels per day. Now remember, they reported losses of more than $20 billion in 2020. Biden don't talk about that. And they borrowed $30 billion to increase production. They lost $20 billion, and they even borrowed $30 billion to keep increasing production. In 2021, their total tax on the company income statement was $40 billion. That was an increase of $17 billion over 2020. Biden's a liar. He's a liar. They don't sit around the table in the boardrooms, oh, let's buy our own stock back, let's not drill. Are you kidding? The CEO would be fired. They make money drilling, drill. But they can't drill. Under Trump, it took 8 months, sometimes less, to get your drilling permit, to actually go out and start drilling. It's now 10 years under this idiot, Biden. 10 years. Because who's he trying to please? He's trying to police the Marxists of the Democratic Party into all this green stuff. So, no, don't blame him. The oil, let me tell you, they drill. And here's a perfect example. They didn't pay taxes. The man just can't. Unbelievable. And another thing, too, with your 401k, I know a lot of you are suffering with your 401k. Okay? And the 401k became rotten to the core when they shifted the responsibility of choosing investments for your retirement plan from the employer to employee. That's when it really got bad. And to make a 401k even more rotten, they took away the government guarantee that there would be an adequate income over your lifetime. They took that away. So 401k is the only product that Americans now purchase. They don't know the price of it. They don't know the quality of it. I mean, they go buy an orange and flip it over 33 times before they buy it, or a tomato. When you ever see somebody, they look at a tomato 10 times, 20 times. Now with a 401k, they just, oh, okay. Is that what you want to buy? Okay. It's unbelievable. People have no idea what they're purchasing. They don't even know the price of it. They don't know the quality of what they're purchasing in a 401k. It's unbelievable. And they mask how bad it is. The company masks how bad your picks are. Your 401k is, your mutual fund is inside your 401k. They mask it. You know how they do that? They make sure there's no standard investment education program. Think about it. Does your company have an investment program, education program for 401k? No, they don't. Why do you think they do that? They don't want you to be asking questions. Are you kidding? Think about that. There's no standardized investment education program about 401k with any company. I mean, this is crazy. So, and remember, when you had pensions, that was the thing. We got to get people back to a pension. Get rid of these 401ks. You got to get to a pension which is defined. It's a benefit plan. Because a pension's a beautiful thing. Your employer has the responsibility. He's got the total responsibility of hiring the pension fund manager. He's got to find somebody with great experience. And he'll choose great investments for you to manage. So when you retire, there will be a guarantee. There will be adequate income. You will not have adequate income and no guarantee with a 401k. We got to get back to the pensions. If we could get people back to the pension, we wouldn't have a retirement crisis. If we could just go and nobody should be taxed on their work, on their labor. That is cruel. No one should be taxed. They should get rid of that right away. Stop taxing people on their labor and get back to a pension fund, not the 401k. Get rid of that. What a difference that would make. But see, Wall Street doesn't like that because, see, Wall Street makes a fortune on 401ks, not on pensions. That's why they pushed you to a 401k because, again, guess what? They make a boatload of commissions. They don't on pensions. See, anything honest, they don't make a lot of money. That's why crooks, it's too much work being honest. That's how crooks think, too much work. It's the same thing with 401ks and a pension. Too much work to have in a pension and work for you. Just let's put them in a 401k and we'll screw them and we'll make all the money and they won't even know anything about it. Terrible. Look, the only thing we can do here at Phil's Gang, we can help you. When you see the market's down 900 points, 1,000 points, why don't you just try for 10 days, join the gang free for 10 days, and learn how to sell short. You don't need to be hours in class or videos or any of that stuff. It's easy. It's not time-consuming, and it's free. Don't you think you should want to know how to make money when you look at the market's down 900 points? Why would you want to sit there and lose money in a 401k or in any stock? It's ridiculous. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.